Hello, everybody. Today will be the first episode of a series that will be called Scrapyard Finds, which means that we will go to the scrapyard and tank mechanic simulator and pick out whatever tank is there, as long as we haven't done it on this channel before. But this is the first episode, so whatever's there, we will pick. And, yeah, quick intro. Let's just do it. Um, I am pretty nervous, to be fair. I Yeah, I'm just gonna do this series. I don't care if it gets popular or not. I'm doing this just for fun. We have a M3 half track here, which is not the best. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, let's go see what else is there. And here is the German version of the M3 half track, which is the SDKFZ 251-1 Alpha C, which is the troop carrier. It's a troop carrier, and it has absolutely no engine cover, and the engine is completely screwed over. So, and I see this thing right here, this being a Panzer Kampfwagen 3 Alps M. I am trying to learn German in real life, so I probably just butchered that, but as the series progresses, you will probably see some improvements. I'm getting on some healthier habits. I'm getting off of the bad ones currently. So, um, let's see. Which one should I do? The M3, the SDKFZ, or the Panzer 3? I am going to go ahead and do the Panzer 3 because I have put together hundreds of these before. I've played this game for a bunch. You can see by the money and the reputation. I'm just kidding. I cheated to get all these. I'm going to reset sooner or later so that I can play this game fairly because me and my friend were just messing around with the mod menu and we didn't think it'd actually work. But that's only 94 bucks. And out of a billion, that's not that much. You can see I have Tigers, Shermans, many Shermans, Panzer 3s, and an IS-2 over there. But we're not going to be working on these, at least for this episode, or this series, but we might do them in a later time. And it shows the SDKFZ. So, here's... What am I hearing? Alright, this is going to be done all in one take without any editing. This is just raw, unedited footage, which is how it's going to be for basically every single episode in this series. But okay, you can see that it was hitting the side, which is probably what knocked it out. And then it was hitting the front, and then the back. Jeez, they did not leave this thing alone. Or did they hit it in the side? It penetrated all the way through. What hit it? Must have been something extremely powerful, right? So, let's get the engine out, firstly. And you can see that I have an M18 over there, but that is a mission. That is not just for me, so I'm not going to be doing that. You can see the engine is not doing well. Definitely not doing well. I'm going to be using a different type of style of repair for this, just to make it a little bit more entertaining. Actually, I might do 2 bits of this. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. However, this is the turret. It's also not doing much. This is the Panzer 3 with all the add-on armor, which adds a lot of weight. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on it. I'm going to be using a alternative disassembling and reassembling method, so it'll be a bit weird for y'all. For me, too. I don't know how y'all do this. Comment down below how you fix tanks. And I think that might be it. Yep, that is it. So we will go ahead and get our scraping tool out. I don't usually use the original rust removing tool. I use the saw blade, saw grinder, for whatever reason. I don't know why I do that. Oh, wow. Wow, that is, that won't pass. Hold on. Oh my goodness. And it is fixed. So we're going to go ahead and select these parts and outsource repairs. And then we're going to go ahead and, oh boy, let's just go ahead and buy all missing parts. All of them. Actually, no. Shoot. I don't know what to do. um, well, I guess we're just going to stick to the original method and we're going to leave this here for a bit because I don't know how to do this new method. I don't know what I was thinking. So we're going to go ahead and start removing everything. Actually, I do the hull last. I do that last. So we're going to move on to the turret. Removing those. Remove handles, hatches, cupolas. They are adding a new Tiger, the Aus E. The new Tiger 1 will be here in the next update, the 1.60 update. And I am not going to lie, I'm pretty excited for that because I didn't know they actually still updated this game. I thought this game was abandoned by the developers. And now, the turret is nearly completely gutted. And it is gutted. So, we're going to go ahead and get out the saw blade. Angle grinder, sorry. My bad. I had to take a drink. I just got back inside, and I just thought, hey, why not record a YouTube video? I tried to do it yesterday, and I still have to edit that video, but I feel like for a start to my YouTube channel, I should just play this game, and then go on to play other stuff. So, with the turret completed, we're going to move on to the hull. And, of course, I always, this is just tradition, I always go and gut out the engine hatch first. The engine hatch. Oh my goodness. The engine compartment. And the fuel system is entirely gone, meaning that this is completely okay. But besides the torsion bars, I don't think there's anything in here. I always go for the insides first, but especially the back. I go to the back, then to the middle, then to the front. That's just how I do it. Drive shaft. We are working on the transmission, so we're just removing stuff for now. I should probably go slower. But, you know, it's fine. Oh, and we accidentally clicked on the add-on armor. Front armor plate. Gearbox condition. Where's... Okay. Let me see what the gearbox has. Oh, nothing. We got it. Engine, 3.7. Wheels, exterior, interior. Hull, exterior, and wheels. Okay, so there's just a few things that we need to get off of the hull exterior, and then we can go on to remove the wheels and the driving stuff. The stuff that makes the thing go vroom vroom. No, that's the engine. Never mind. Ignore what I say. I'm just a silly little fella. I don't know what I'm talking about. Evacuation hatches. I don't know how good the evacuation hatches were. They seem awfully small, but I don't think these are life-sized, so who knows how accurate they are. I do assume that these are, like, pretty accurate, like 90 to 80% accurate. But I am not entirely sure. I don't think it says anywhere on the dev page either, or whatever that thing's called. I don't know anything. I just know tanks. Sadly, that's actually not far from the truth. Alright, now we can move on to the wheels. Put this aside. Shock absorber. These always cause me trouble because of the amount of screws or bolts they have in them. Would this be, alright, comment down below. Would this be better if you didn't have a dude yapping all over the place? Should I stay silent during these videos? Should I not? What do y'all think? Leave a comment down below. I'm really, really hoping I get this perfect. And I'm willing to make adjustments to my content for y'all so that I can, be better. And with that, I think we are good. We're good. So, all there is left to do, I'm actually not gonna do the primitive way, is to just sand this down, and as soon as we get it to metal, then I'll sand the or well, no, when I get it to primer, I'll do that. You know what? Let's just get it painted. I can't make up my mind today. I play War Thunder, and I got the Max Battle Pass thingy today, and I was really excited about that. I played 2 matches. After that, I'm gonna go play with it a little bit more. It's called the Kungstiger, I think. It's the Finnish or Swedish King Tiger from World War II. I like it. This is the first time I've actually grinded a War Thunder Battle Pass. That's how much I like it. And I performed very well the first time I played it. I got 4 kills, a base capture, and it was that one game mode where there's already 2 pre-captured bases. And I got bombed twice at the end, but I still managed to capture the base. And anyway, that is it fully painted. Actually, quite, my goodness, I can't speak. I actually quite like the, outsource repairs. I actually quite like the shape of the Panzer III's hull. It reminds me of a battleship. I have no idea why. It should not remind me of a battleship, I don't think. So, is it almost done? Gotta wait for these, though. I should have, tank crossing. Why does it have bullet holes in it? Who shot the tank crossing sign? You know, you never actually give it much thought until you're waiting. What these are. Paint canisters. All these. Alright. Nope. Yep. Maybe. And that's it. Alright. So, let's get started on the engine first. My brother, I think he works on engines. He definitely works on cars. He's a mechanic. And I tried to get him into this game, but I don't know. He just doesn't play it much whenever he's over at my house. But I don't know. I won't dig into his personal life much because they probably wouldn't appreciate that. So let's ignore whatever I just said. Ow. Oh, that was my... Never mind. I apologize if I... Oh, goodness. I apologize if I speak too fast and it sounds like I'm saying words that I'm not saying, but that's just how I speak. Oh, oil filter. Okay, there we go. And the engine is 100%. Look at this thing. It looks incredible. This is a older engine. You can see because you didn't have to put in all the spark plugs and stuff, which you can do on one of the newer engines, but on many of the newer engines. But that is an older one, and we're gonna get focused on the interior first. Actually, no, that's a bit too crowded. Let's focus on the exterior first. Grenade launchers. Now, these grenade launchers weren't for explosive; they were for smoke. Whenever this tank would be either in a dangerous position, either surrounded or facing multiple enemy tanks, or it's damaged and needs to get away without the enemy shooting at it, it would fire smoke canisters from those grenade launchers and retreat. Or, hey, who knows, flank to a new position? Who knows? They were used in World War II, I know that, but I don't know how often or when. I've never given them much thought. They've just been there. And before I add on the exterior armor, the add-on armor, sorry, I'm gonna finish this, and now all that is left: handles, hatches, and side skirts. So, where are the hatches? Oh, they're on the exterior armor. My bad. Handles. There we go. Hatch, yep. And now do this, and it should do a full... Yep. Look at that. That weighs probably about 200 tons. I mean, not 200 tons. Goodness, that's more than the mouse weighs. 200 pounds. Sorry. 100 to 200 pounds, depending on how thick it is, which I think is 4 to 5 millimeters. So, maybe around the 100 at most, if it is 4 to 5 millimeters. And with that, the outside of the Panzer 3 is... The Panzer 3's turret is done. So, we're going to move into the interior. Of course, after I take a sip of my drink. The backrest. This could not have been comfortable. Most tanks look slightly comfortable, but I'm just not going to lie. The commander seat on the Panzer 3 just doesn't look comfortable at all. Like, it could not be comfortable one bit. Most tanks have, like, a seat that would seem comfy, but, you know. It took me a year of playing this game nonstop to figure out you could open hatches and stuff like that. It took me a year. I'm pretty slow at learning stuff. Come on. Get in the tank. Well, this sucks. Well, let's just move to here. Oh, goodness. Cam base attachment. Alright, what else do I need? What else do I gotta do? We're gonna go into the hover view for this because I'm not doing that. Nope. No way. I'm not gonna fight with this game. And gunner optics. And it's 100%. So, that's that. Let's move on to the hull. The nightmare. To be fair, it isn't a nightmare up until you have to fix the wheels and the drivetrain. Exhaust pipes. Radiator. These things had a notorious reputation for not being good enough, I think. No, I think that was on the Panther, actually. I don't know, I was debating with some guy, and he was talking about the, radiator not being good. And then I hadn't heard of that, so I looked it up. Like an actual debate, not an argument, a debate. Whether Sherman was better. That sounds so funny to say. The dude thought that a Sherman was better than a Panther. And to be fair, sometimes in certain occasions and on certain battlefronts, there were Shermans that were better than Panthers, but it was very rare. I will forever love the Panther. It is my favorite tank. The Panther A or the Panther 2 and maybe the Panther G were my favorite Panthers. But the Panther 2 especially fascinates me very, very, very much. I'm kind of bummed out that I can't go see it in real life because the museum does not accept civilian tourists, not tourists, civilian visits, I don't think. I think that's what it said. So we're going to go ahead and put the engine back in the tank and look at that. That is beautiful. Just that amalgamation of tech. So we're going to go ahead and put the engine cover on it so that I'm not fighting with a giant hitbox. And we're going to go right into the floor, put these here so that we're not getting a entire engine in our ear while we're driving around. Please give me feedback. Tell me what I need to do, what I need to stop doing, what I need to start doing. I need your opinions, fellas. Critical, non-critical. I actually have no idea what I just said. Criticism, non-criticism, or whatever the word is. Just any type of feedback. I want to hear from y'all. And of course, this is recorded in one take without any editing. So just keep that in mind. And if you're wondering, I doubt you are, but if you are wondering why my voice is a little funky this morning, it's because, well, I'm not sure. To be honest, I am not sure. Something happened last night, and I won't go into detail into what, and for some reason that is affecting my voice. So that kind of sucks. And the whole interior is completed, so we'll go on to the exterior. Just put these engine hatches up real quick. It is going to be kind of dumb fighting with the with what will be holding the mud guards and what will be holding the external, add-on armor. But you know. Brackets. Yeah, that's what holds the mud guard. Yep. I remember the first time I saw this game. It was by a guy with I don't remember his name. However, I do know that it was like a real life name, like a name you'd give a person as his username. And he was working on the Tiger 2. And this was back in like 2022, 2021, somewhere around that. And I only had an Xbox at the time. You can see that I'm on a computer right now, but I only had the Xbox at that time. And I was kind of bummed out because no good games are on Xbox. And then one day I got really, really bored at like a month or two after seeing that video. I was really bored, so I was just scrolling the Microsoft Store aimlessly. And I actually saw this game and I was like, whoa, this game's on Xbox? And I told my friend. He wasn't a fan of it. He didn't even buy it. Me and that friend were not on good terms. I'm not gonna lie, but he has been my friend for 7 years, 7, 8 years now. We're still friends to this day, and it kind of amazes me because we met in 2017 on it was on Roblox. It was that one. Shoot, I don't remember that game's name. That's funny because my memory has been very faulty lately. And it amazes me that I can remember when I met that guy, but not the entirety of yesterday. So I think that's all of that we can do. I'm gonna put the wheels on first before I put on the side skirts, so that it's 10 times easier. I made the mistake once, never again. We're gonna do this side first. So I've always wondered why Germany in World War II decided to make their tracks so very thin, 300, 500 millimeters wide. You know, I feel like the wider tracks on the Tiger 1, the Tiger 2, the Panthers, you know, I love wide tracks. I don't like the thin ones like this one, and I don't like the Sherman's tracks either because they're all so awfully thin. I just don't understand it. I do know that the wide tracks were for ground pressure balance so that it would sink into muddy terrain. But, you know, even though this was light, I still don't see what benefits to the wider tracks. Or I don't understand the cons. Besides metal usage, which the Germans didn't have much of in World War II, and that was kind of the reason for their downfall. The Tiger program really, really screwed over Germany. I feel like if they kept pumping out Panthers and Panzer IVs, then, you know, maybe they'd have a fighting chance, but I still reckon they would have lost because there were 50,000 or more T-34s built and 30,000 or more Shermans built. However, it does amaze me that the Stug 3, I think it was the Stug 3, or it might have been the Stug 4, one of the German Stugs had a whopping 30,000 kills to its name in total. Tank kills, mind you. So that thing must have been farming the Sherman spawn point. No, I'm just kidding. That was for the bombers. Actually, no. I don't think... I think Japan were one of the only countries, maybe the only country in World War II that ever hit United States mainland. That being Pearl Harbor on Hawaii, I think it is. Anyway, yeah, big mistake for the Japanese, because then they got nuked twice. Poor civilians. Alright, and we're going to move on to these side skirt racks, handles, stuff. Should be relatively easy. And there's a bunch of them right here. And that is the... What side would this be? Left. Technically right, if you're looking from a top-down view. I don't know. Again, I don't know anything except for tanks, which is sadly and surprisingly true. Alright, and I think that is all of this tank completed. You can see it here, the Panzer III in all its glory, the Aus M. My opinion on this tank is they carried on the project for too long. It was pretty good during early war and interwar periods, but by the time 1942 or 1943 came rolling around, there were much, much, much stronger tanks on the battlefield, like the Panther, the Tiger, and the Americans started experimenting with adding much better armor and guns on these Sherman. So they carried this on for too long, which ended up just being a waste of steel, which also inevitably led to the downfall of the German Reich. So, let me know what you think about the Panzer 3. Let me know what you think about the video. And that is going to be the video for today. I will debate if I'm going to even upload this or just take my voice out of it. But I'll just say, if I do take my voice out of any future videos, just know I will probably be yapping the entire time as well. Just muted. So, I will see you all later. And yeah, goodbye.